we're off. All right, so this was probably like 2003, 2004, roughly around that time frame, maybe 2005. I'm like really not that good with years. It was one of those time frames. So anytime from '03 to '05, I guess you can say. And this is when Hurricane Isabel had hit Virginia. So we're talking about a massive hurricane. You know, it was kind of going across Virginia. It was crazy as far as like the weather, the wind. It was just a wild time. And I know a lot of parents, they felt like their houses and stuff were going to be destroyed. And I think even back then, I forget, we was living with someone at the time. You know, my family, we was it was me, my brothers, and my mom, and we was in, I believe, we was in Chesapeake. And my mom wanted us to go to the shelter, right? So coming to find out, the shelter was actually a high school, right? So it was a high school that my brothers went to, Woodrow Wilson High School, and it was just crazy. So we ended up actually, you know, we made it our way to the shelter, and it was a wild time. We're talking about a bunch of families at this high school, right? That was a shelter at the time, and we're literally inside this high school waiting for the storm to pass. So some people was taking like sheets and stuff and putting them on the lockers or whatever, because they had like this common area where the lockers, okay, the lockers was kind of like in the middle of the floor. It wasn't like, you know, normally lockers are like against a wall. They were like in the middle of the floor. Like, it was weird how everything was just set up. But it was like people was taking sheets and stuff and putting it over top of like these lockers and like making like a little roof, I guess you can say, out of these actual lockers. And every family had their own little section and stuff. I remember me and my brothers and my mom, we was like in our own little section, but there was a lot of other families there, right? And the latest time was when it was nighttime, because whenever it hit nighttime, like all the kids and stuff, we would like get together and stuff and just be, you know what I'm saying, dancing and stuff. It was just fun. Like, it was just a crazy time frame though. But the storm is still outside raging, going crazy, right? So I remember we used to go and they used to have coffee and stuff at the I guess for like the grown-ups. And a lot of the kids used to go. That was my first time ever drinking coffee. Like, go over there and drink coffee and stuff. I remember thinking I was grown. Like, oh, snap, I'm drinking coffee. But it was just lit, like crazy, crazy. And everybody inside of this school just wilding out, and everything was happening. You know, smoking, sets, everything. People were just wilding out. So I remember they ended up doing like a talent show, and everybody was up there performing and stuff. You know what? Some people was getting up there to go perform, and I remember at the time, I had just started to get an interest with music. I didn't think like, all right, I'm gonna be an artist or nothing like that. I was just like, oh, you know, I wanna rap or whatever. Just but for joke, I didn't know how to rap or anything like that. So I remember I signed up, told my brothers and stuff. They're like, where you about to go rap? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go up there and stuff. So I ended up going up there and perform, and I was so shy, like really. So we talk about shy Grant, like really shy, and I ended up performing Romeo. So oh, It Take Two, that's the name of the song. So It Take Two to make a thing. I think it was like a sample or something. I wanna rock right now. I'm Lil Ron, I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone. That's that song right there. I remember rapping that whole line. And I got to the part where like the reason why, Woody, I don't know. But they used to joke on me like for years, because they was like, oh my God, he's so lame. But I remember doing that, and yeah, man, it was crazy. That was probably like the very first time I performed in a high school that was a shelter, and it was super shy, super scared. And I remember after I performed, like a few days later, the storm was still crazy. My mom actually made us walk out. Look, my mom, we used to do some crazy stuff right back in the day. And we ended up leaving. My mom was like, okay, it's time to go. Like, the storm is not that bad. And we ended up walking back, because the place that we was living at wasn't really far from the school. So we basically walked back to that house. And I remember we was actually still in the storm. Like, it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was still crazy. But I just remember like a gas station or something, like where you pump gas blew up or something. Like, it was something crazy. And yeah, we just walking by like, oh yeah, you know, gas station on fire. As we walking back to this person's house, and I'm talking about windy. We all holding each other, trying to walk through this wind. We got these big bubble coats on, just like about to fly away. It was just crazy. And then we was able to make it back to the house safely. So yeah, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first story with Grant. Definitely got some more funny and like embarrassing moments to tell y'all about.